Okay, so what we have here is a prototype, unfinished, unreleased, whatever you want to call it, Essential PH-2. Now this is kind of a sequel to the PH-1, which was a reasonably well-regarded phone. This is quite different from the PH-1, as you can see. It's unique in its design. So this is a 5.7-ish inch, very tall display, resolution 2160 by 560. Around the back is all glass. We have a big camera lump, and this is the fingerprint sensor, which doesn't work on this prototype unit, but apparently in the demo videos it does work. There's a flash up at the top corner, and the rest of it is relatively clean and simple. Now, it's quite a fingerprint magnet, difficult to get on video, but trust me, it's really easy to spot in real life. So flipping it back round to the front, we've got this display. There's an AMOLED panel or an OLED panel. And this is the stock launcher. So it's kind of a vertical list of cards, and they've got some featured apps and things like that. So at the top there's a clock, it shows your SIM card and battery status. Now that's Spotify. It's supposed to show, what you're playing on Spotify at the moment. It doesn't have any other music integrations as far as I can tell, just Spotify. You've got the essential apps: phone, camera, email, messaging. I'll get to the camera in a second. Gallery, which is your photos. Uber, calendar, maps, and weather. Now this weather app is it's basically a web app. It just links to AccuWeather.com. Twitter and Brave browser, which were also built in. Instagram, which is a custom app, custom made by their team, but it is obviously just an Instagram client. You see, there's a lot of blank squares here. They're supposed to show previews of that service, so it might show some Instagram photos or some tweets or maps or whatever. This is Wind Up Night 2, which is a game which I haven't played, but apparently it's optimized for this type of screen. Now this YouTube app is just another link. It's essentially the youtube.com web app. We launch it. Play the very small volume buttons. That does work, and the speakers are surprisingly loud for this type of device. At the bottom there's two little white lines. These are navigation. You swipe up on that one to go back, and swipe up on the other one to go home. Some other apps that I've installed. So there's calculator, clock, contacts, and then some other ones which I'll get into in a sec. So, let's go back up to the camera. It's not great. Obviously that shouldn't come as a surprise, but it's serviceable. You can see a nice wall. Flip it round, you can see me. Hello. Swipe back up to go home. Now from here, from any screen, you can also swipe down and you'll get your notifications. Swipe up on that notification screen, you get some quick settings. Let's go to the main settings app, and you can see it's pretty bare bones. It's the stock Android 10 settings. There's no bells and whistles, nothing special here. Swipe back up. Obviously, being an Android device, it supports other things like Nova Launcher. Now with its grid settings, it works surprisingly well on this. That's pretty much all there is to show for this device. To get one more look around the back. Power button, two very small volume buttons. That's pretty much it.